Welcome to Headline Simsbury. I'm Karen Handville. The Theater Guild of Simsbury will be presenting a new musical, 9 to 5, in November of this year. That may seem far off when we're all just thinking about summer, but auditions for 9 to 5 will be held on June 18th and 19th at 7 p.m. in the Slow Cove facility at 5 Herman Drive. Callbacks will be on June 26th and 27th, and if you have any questions, you can call 860-658-0666, or you can email theaterguildsimsbury@gmail.com. Evelyn Holland is here to tell you about the Burgers on the Flower Bridge event.
Hi, I'm Evelyn Holland, Chairman of the Old Drake Hill Flower Bridge Committee. We would like to extend an invitation to everyone to join us for a cookout-style picnic on the Flower Bridge. This fundraising event, called Burgers on the Bridge, will be held Wednesday, June 12th at 4:30 to 7 p.m. with a rain date of Thursday, June 13th, same time, same place. The all-volunteer Flower Bridge Committee has been working over the past several weeks preparing for this event. The flower boxes, all 42 of them lining the bridge's railings, are planted, and the 32 baskets hanging from the bridge's trusses have been installed. Plus, the perennial cottage gardens at the east and west sides of the bridge are in full bloom. We're ready to welcome you to an evening of fun, live music, good food, and hopefully great weather. There will be reasonably priced beef burgers, veggie burgers, hot dogs, chips, beer, wine, soda, and homemade desserts. There will also be live music, so bring your folding chairs, cameras, friends, neighbors, and family, and join us for a fun summer evening. It's been a long, cold winter, and we all need to celebrate the summer with a casual outing with friends and family. The Old Drake Hill Flower Bridge Committee is a private, nonprofit organization, and the money the committee earns through the Burgers on the Bridge event will be used to improve, enhance, and maintain the beautiful flower bridge. At the Burgers on the Bridge cookout, the committee will also be selling giclée paintings of the flower bridge to raise money. The painting is done by highly regarded Simsbury artist Catherine Elliott and can be purchased framed or unframed. Also, note cards depicting 4 different scenes of the flower bridge will be sold by the committee at the event. We would also like to remind people that the flower bridge can be reserved for weddings and receptions. To make reservations for the bridge, contact the Simsbury Cultural and Recreation Department at 860-658-3255. We look forward to seeing you all Wednesday, June 12th at 4:30 for Burgers on the Bridge. If it rains, remember we will hold the cookout Thursday, June 13th. The Old Drake Hill Flower Bridge is in the center of Simsbury. Directions: take Hot Meadow, Route 10 and 202, to Drake Hill Road, and then on to Old Bridge Road. See you there.
If you haven't had your eyes checked lately, you may want to take advantage of the free adult eye screenings being offered by the Simsbury Lions Club. Appointments are not necessary, but if you have any questions or want more information, please call 860-658-1958. These free screenings will take place in the Boy Scout Hall, 695 Hot Meadow Street on Monday, June 10th from 1:15 to 4:45. Sara Hart is here to tell you about the upcoming Simsbury Free Library events.
Hi, my name is Sara Hart, and I'm the Program Director for the Simsbury Free Library. The Simsbury Free Library opened its doors in 1890 as the public library for the town of Simsbury, thanks to the generosity of a group of public-spirited citizens and endowed with a generous grant from Amos R. Eno. The designation free distinguished it from the subscription libraries that were common at the time. When the library outgrew the space at the Free Library, it was moved to the newly built Simsbury Public Library, one block away, in 1986. Today, the Simsbury Free Library offers a relaxed setting where everyone from seasoned genealogy veterans to beginners can create family trees, search local histories, look up census records, and much more. The Free Library is also home to the William Phelps Eno Memorial Center. Created and entrusted to the Simsbury Free Library in 1992 by the Eno Transportation Foundation, the center displays Mr. Eno's furniture, paintings, and artifacts to recreate the office he had in the Foundation's Connecticut headquarters. Many people don't know that William Phelps Eno is internationally recognized as the father of traffic regulation and transportation engineering. His rules of the road were adopted in New York City in December 1903 as the world's first traffic control ordinances. Most of the traffic flow innovations we take for granted today, including right-hand driving, one-way streets, traffic signs and lights, pavement markings, licenses, and traffic tickets, resulted from his dedicated work, at his own expense and without compensation. We have all of Mr. Eno's original scrapbooks in which he saved visionary writing and correspondence with world leaders and other notables dating from the late 1800s. At the Simsbury Free Library, we offer a variety of different programs and events. Most of our programs are free and open to the public, but we are always happy to have new members. RSVPs for programs are requested via phone or email. At the Simsbury Free Library, we love movies and books. We present a different documentary or foreign language film on the fourth Tuesday of every month at 1:00 p.m. and the fourth Thursday of every month at 11:15 a.m. On June 18th and 20th, we will show Sweetgrass, the 2010 documentary that captures the stark beauty and danger of the Western landscape as modern-day cowboys herd their sheep through Montana on the long trek to the Beartooth Mountains. We have a drop-in book club on the second Tuesday of every month at 11:15 a.m. during the school year. On June 11th, the book club will discuss Rules of Civility by Amor Towles, a sophisticated and entertaining novel that presents the story of a young woman whose life is on the brink of transformation as she is propelled into the upper echelons of New York society in the 1930s. In June, we will host an art show and reception for the Simsbury Arts Academy. The exhibit will feature paintings by 27 artists in grades 4 through 6 and can be seen during our regular hours from June 6th through the 18th. A special reception is planned June 6th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. We hope you will stop in to see these great works of art. Lastly, this summer we will be offering a number of genealogy programs with our wonderful genealogy librarian, Diane LeMay. On the second Saturday of each month, Diane will offer her version of Genealogy Roadshow. If you are researching your family tree but don't know where else to look to find your missing ancestors, bring in your tree and Diane can help with deciphering handwriting, French documents, online research, Massachusetts and French-Canadian research, and much more. This program is free for members and costs $5 for non-members. Stay tuned for more details on our upcoming genealogy programs, including in-depth vital records on July 27th and using Ancestry.com on August 24th. The Simsbury Free Library is open Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the second and fourth Saturdays of the month from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., as well as by appointment. For more information, visit www.simsburyfreelibrary.org or call 860-408-1336 or email us at simsburyfreelibrary@gmail.com.
The Simsbury Volunteer Fire Company and Ladies Auxiliary is sponsoring their 15th annual golf tournament on Thursday, June 13th. Both golfers and sponsors are needed to make this a successful event. Come out to Blue Fox Run Golf Course on Nod Road in Avon to enjoy a day of golf, food, and festivities. The cost per player is $150 for 18 holes of golf, including a cart, gifts, hot lunch, cocktail hour with open bar, dinner, and an awards ceremony at the end of the day. Guest dinner tickets may be purchased for an additional $35. For more information or to register, call 860-658-1971 or go online to www.simsburyfd.org or email the address on the screen. Sponsorship information can also be found on their website, simsburyfd.org. Paul Mikkelson and John Carty are back to remind you about the Bike the Valley event on June 22nd.
Paul, how are you?
John, great to see you again today.
You too, you too. I think it was a couple of months since we were here last.
Yes.
Talking about Bike the Valley.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so
Yep.
we are about 1 month away.
1 month, exactly, because it's Saturday, June 22nd.
Perfect. So I thought it would be a good time for maybe an update.
Appreciate it, John.
All right, good.
Thank
good.
you.
So before we talk about Bike the Valley, talk to me a little bit about Valley Cycling.
Well, Valley Cycling got started a couple years back, really to promote road safety and family wellness. We meet at the Dunkin' Donuts in Granby Monday and Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock, and Saturday and Sunday mornings, usually about 8. Some people go off at 7 o'clock Saturday mornings. And we're trying to have all the cyclists obey the rules of the road and try to teach things to the, motorists, the 3-foot law, give us 3 feet and so forth.
You've got quite a crew. I see you guys out riding quite a bit.
It's a nice group of people, and one thing led to another where Marcy, the executive director at the Y, and yourself on the YMCA Board of Directors, the Farmington Valley Y, asked Valley Cycling to coordinate a bike program, which led to our Bike the Valley again Saturday, June 22nd.
Talk to me about Bike the Valley. What's going to happen?
It's your typical nonprofit ride, John. It's going to be at Camp Chase, which is a phenomenal venue for this type of program. Because Camp Chase on Route 4 between Collinsville and Unionville. They have a swimming pool, we're going to have showers, they have pavilions and things. So it's going to be food, it's going to be a wellness festival. But basically it's a bike ride where folks can come out, families and your hardcore riders can come out and do 5 or 10 miles on Rails to Trails. And the neat thing is, Rails to Trails are right across the street from Camp Chase.
That's fantastic. So it's a nice trail, it's a nice safe ride, it sounds like.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
away
great.
from the traffic, again, the 5 and 10 miles. Farmington River's right there. It's super scenic. It's flat, so the families can really get involved with that ride.
If you wanted to have a younger rider come out to ride the 5, is that
Come
acceptable?
on out.
Yeah.
If mom, dad thinks they can do 5 miles, come on out. We're going to have a little bike rodeo for the younger kids.
That's great.
If they want to bring their 3-wheeler, training wheel bike, we're going to have the police there. They're going to show them how to ride safely and so forth.
That's fantastic.
And then for the hardcore guys like yourself and Karen and people, they can do the 25-mile route. They can do the 50-mile route. They can ride 100 miles. So everything's in Burlington on Route 4, and it's going to go northwest from there, 25 miles and 50 miles and the 100-mile ride. When they get back, there'll be food. We'll have pasta, salad, bread. We'll have plenty of rest stops on the rides and so forth.
That sounds fantastic. Now, the proceeds from the Bike the Valley event are going to go to
We'll
nonprofits?
go to the nonprofits. Number one, the YMCA Strong Kids campaign for people that can't afford the Y.
That's
You
great.
headed up that program. You know that well, and the
wonderful
community
program.
knows that well.
Yeah.
Strong Kids. The other one, the Live Strong program. Folks that had cancer, they're going through rehab. Money will go for that. The others, I'm happy to say, the Y opened up their door so other nonprofits would get involved, and they learn about Camp Chase, and the public learns about Camp Chase. So you don't even have to ride a bike. Come on up to Camp Chase Saturday, June 22nd. But the other nonprofits, Focus Center for Autism in Canton.
Great.
Focus, great
Fantastic.
school. Wonderful, wonderful school. Gift Autism, come on out. Linda Schofield's ABC House, Simsbury. Inner
Fantastic.
city kids, they go to Simsbury Public Schools, help them out a little bit. New Horizons, 100 people in wheelchairs live there. Help them out. They can't ride a bike. And one of those folks, a couple of them live there because they were hit by a bike, John. So help out New Horizons. Help out the Boy Scout troop, Jerry Yates, Route 76.
Oh, yeah. Great cause.
And come on out and help those folks out.
So it's a great event, obviously, for people who want to come and enjoy the day, get out and do some exercising and do a bike ride. But it's also a wonderful way to raise money for some of the charities and some of the nonprofits that you just mentioned.
Exactly.
It's
And
exciting.
sign up on the Y website, Greater Hartford YMCA. Go to valleycycling.org to get some of the details. And you can also sign up on active.com.
Fantastic.
So folks can go to that. Or just call up the YMCA. You can call them up and just sign up. Maybe ask for Sam, who's staffing this.
Absolutely.
For the
And I think they have applications at the front desk.
Correct.
Good.
Correct. Love to see the public there. Come on out. It's our first year. Come on out, have some fun, and have some food. Make a day of it.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing you all.
All right, John.
Paul.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see you.
Take care.
Thank you.
The Farmington Valley Symphony Orchestra's final performance for their 32nd season will be under the tent at Miss Porter's School in Farmington. So bring your chairs, blankets, picnics, family, and friends on Sunday, June 9th at 4 p.m. to travel through distant galaxies and magical worlds with music from the Blue Danube Waltz to Harry Potter, Star Wars, and more. This is also a time to say farewell to founder and music director John Eales, who has been with the Farmington Valley Symphony Orchestra for 32 years. For more information and tickets, please call 800-975-FVSO or online at www.fvso.org. Anne-Marie Potter is here to tell you about the next Chamber of Commerce networking event that is open to the public.
Hello everyone, my name is Anne-Marie Potter and I'm here to tell you about a free Simsbury Chamber event that you're invited to. On Wednesday, June 12th, the Performing Arts Center at Simsbury Meadows is hosting a Good Morning Simsbury event at the Bandshell on Iron Horse Boulevard from 8 to 9:30 a.m. This is part of our Chamber Networking series, but we're opening it up to the community and it's free. A backstage tour of the Bandshell, seeing the equipment that's used, getting an understanding of what's needed to pull off a performance, chatting with folks from the Hartford Symphony. I did it last year and it was great fun. A couple of promoters will be on hand to talk about what their job entails, and you'll get an overview of upcoming events now through September at the Performing Arts Center. Now, my first question when I knew about this was whether Harry Connick Jr. would stop by. Sadly, no, but he will be performing at the Meadows 10 days later on June 22nd. We all have to buy tickets to see Harry. I have to tell you, it's really an interesting perspective to stand on that stage and look out over the meadows. It's a beautiful venue, and for just a few seconds, you can pretend that you're a performer. So on June 12th, 8 to 9:30 a.m., Simsbury Bandshell. The event is free, but registration is required. We'll need to know how much coffee to order. So go to the Simsbury Chamber website at www.simsburycoc.org and click on the event calendar on the left side of the page. Hope to see you there.
I'll just remind you how to get tickets to the Performing Arts Center concerts with Harry Connick Jr. on Saturday, June 22nd at 8 p.m. and Emmylou Harris and Rodney Kroll on Tuesday, July 16th at 7:30 p.m. Go to Ticketmaster.com, or you can get tickets by phone at 860-745-3000. Simsbury's music-filled summer with the Talcott Mountain Music Series and the Hartford Symphony Orchestra begins with Mozart in the Moonlight with Stephen Lipsitt, conductor, and Jeffrey Krieger, Hartford Symphony Orchestra principal cello, performing on Friday, June 28th at 7:30 p.m. with rain date of Saturday the 29th at 7:30 p.m. On the program is Overture to Don Giovanni by Haydn, Cello Concerto No. 1, Mozart, Ein klein Nachtmusik, and Mozart Symphony No. 31. To purchase tickets or for more information, you can contact the Hartford Symphony Orchestra Ticket Services at 860-244-2999 or online at hartfordsymphony.org. Lisa Gray returns with more travel tips.
Hi, I'm Lisa Gray, your host for Travel Talk. With the busy summer travel season fast approaching, I thought I'd share some important tips for making the most of your vacation right from the start. Because having a plan for getting things done and getting your trip truly underway upon arrival can set the tone for your entire vacation. So first, plan your exit on the way in. The best time to figure out the fastest and easiest way out of an area is on your way in. After you get off the plane, scope out the airport layout and amenities. Note how far it is from the car rental counter to the terminal, as well as a good place to buy gas to fill up your tank before returning your vehicle. Look for street names and exit numbers to thread your way back to the rental counter or terminals. And when you check in at your hotel, ask about check-out times and see if you can leave without stopping at the front desk. Next, get a bite to eat. One of the first things most travelers will need to do upon arriving in a new place is eat. And many end up grabbing whatever is available, whether it's room service or fast food. But with Yelp, Urban Spoon, TripAdvisor, and many other listing sites and apps out there, you can get ahead of this one very easily. Do a little research ahead of time to find a decent nearby restaurant for your first meal upon arrival. You're often tired and hungry, so aren't ready to go to that one really great place you want to try on your trip. But neither do you want to spend time looking for some place and wind up settling for junk precisely because you're tired and hungry and just want food. Of course, in some cases, fast food will just have to do. Then, reset your watch. If you change time zones while traveling, you'll want to assume the daily rhythms of the new zone immediately, right down to the type of food you eat. If it's morning, go have tea or coffee and breakfast foods, and try to avoid the urge to take a nap. If it's evening, have a proper dinner. If it's nighttime, maybe a cocktail and a snack. Don't succumb to the urge to stay on your old schedule, especially for your most ingrained habits. Then, charge your electronics. When you arrive in your room, the first thing you want to do is whip out all your electronic devices, make sure you can plug them in if you're traveling internationally, and put a full charge on them. Before you leave for an international destination, check to see if your hotel has the correct voltage to run your electronics. That's 120 volts in the US. And if not, be sure to purchase the appropriate adapter before you go. Having your laptop or camera bail out on you right after you arrive can make the normal hassles of traveling overwhelm the first promising hours of your trip. Next, secure your valuables. The place you stow your most valuable items during a flight, maybe in your carry-on or in your coat pocket, may not be the safest place for the duration of your trip. If you're traveling with any especially valuable items, secure them right away upon arrival, whether in the safe in your room or buried deep in your socks or wherever you prefer to do it. Then, let someone know you arrived and where you are, especially if you're traveling alone, but even if not, it's a good idea to let someone close to you know that you arrived safely. You should also tell him or her how to get in touch with you if needed by providing them with your hotel phone and room number, your preferred traveling email address, and your cell phone number if you're using it. Next, get outside. When you visit a new place, the light is different, the air is different, and your entire sense of the world can be different. After spending hours in parking lots, airports, planes, shuttle buses, and rental car garages, put down all your stuff and get out the door. Take a walk, familiarize yourself with the surroundings, and get some fresh air and exercise. Do this again the morning after you arrive. Getting yourself out into the sunlight alerts your brain and body to what time of day it is and lets them know that you're done sitting on planes and ready to have some fun. But keep your caffeine addiction in check. Let's face it, a very large percentage of us have a caffeine addiction of some type. Getting this under control and on track as quickly as possible is going to be critical in adjusting your biological clock to match your new surroundings. If you mess it up early on, it can take days to correct and even exact a toll on your overall enjoyment of your trip. Anyone with a coffee habit of any merit knows the consequences of having a strong cup of coffee at the wrong time of day. If it's 7 a.m. in your hometown, but late in the day at your new destination, you know that giving your body the Java fix it's demanding will wreak havoc on your sleep that night and your energy the next day. But you also know you can't go completely without. Try substituting a sugarless cola. With less than 50 milligrams of caffeine in most colas, it may be enough to push back headaches and cravings, but not so much that it'll ruin your sleep. Then when you get up the next day, get out of the room, into the morning sunlight, and hit the caffeine hard. This combination can often reset your internal clock almost in an instant. You may have a different approach, and an evening cup of coffee may have little effect on some people. But you want to put a strategy into play before you find yourself lying awake in the dark on a midnight caffeine jag. Or a simpler solution, wait until your first morning to drink your first strong cup of coffee. Now remember, take lots of pictures An amateur photographer I know always dedicates the first few hours of a trip to taking a lot of photos. She noticed some time ago that her eye was always freshest when she first arrived in a new place, and she'd notice things in the first few hours that she might ignore after a few days. And always carry your camera with you. You never know when you'll see something magical. Finally, check the weather. It seems almost too simple, but countless travelers get ambushed by bad weather, and a thoughtful weather check can really assist your overall planning. Hopefully, before even leaving home, you've checked the forecast for the first few days of your stay. But once you arrive, check the long-term forecast for your stay, which will help you decide when to schedule outdoor versus indoor activities, whether you'll need to pick up gear that you didn't pack, and how to cope with any truly plan-wrecking weather events. I'm Lisa Gray, and this has been Travel Talk. Do you have anything you make sure you do in the first 24 hours of a trip? I'd love to hear about it. You can reach out to me at 860-305-0605 or traveltalent@comcast.net. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like Travel Talent on Facebook for more great travel tips.
We hope you enjoy watching some of the diverse programming on this channel, your channel, with programming produced by volunteers or sponsored by residents from this community. In other words, programming chosen by the community. SCTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides the public educational and governmental channels to the TV subscribers in the town of Simsbury. You're watching the public channel now, and our other channels can be watched on both Comcast and AT&T UVerse and over the internet by going to the SCTV website, www.simsburytv.org. For Comcast subscribers, our educational and governmental channels are on channels 95 and 96, and all three channels can be found on channel 99 if you have AT&T UVerse. Since this is your channel, have you ever considered volunteering here? Whether producing a program or running a camera, our doors are always open. You can contact us by email to arrange a time to come down and meet with us. simtv@yahoo.com. That's it for this week. Remember, SCTV is your hometown station where you can produce programs for free. Thank you for joining us.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.